Welcome back to Lucore Automotive Services. Today we're doing a little bit more with the green Capri. Last time we had this in, we got it running and moving under its own power. The clutch was stuck. I actually got the clutch unstuck by basically just pushing in the clutch pedal and cranking over the car. It stayed in gear about 6 feet, and then the clutch popped, and now the clutch and shifter work as they should. So that's a step in the right direction. That was an easy win. Looked the car over, and we figured out that it needs some other stuff too. So we're going to get into that today. If that's what you like to watch, then stick around. Whew. It's a little nippy this morning. Like I said, last time we had this in, we got the clutch sorted out, so that's a good thing. We looked the car over. I filled up the brake master cylinder with fluid because it was bone dry, and I said to myself, we're going to need to get a master cylinder for that. And I was right, because all the fluid I put into the master cylinder is now on the ground underneath the car. Master cylinder, yep, check that box, needs to be replaced. The fuel pump is actually working, which surprised me, but we're going to go ahead and put a new fuel pump on this car because I feel for the importance of reliability, a new pump is going to be better and not leave us stranded like after we get 10 miles away from the shop and keep us from having to tow it back for said reason. So this thing should be pretty much good enough to take for a test drive, which is pretty exciting. Now, lucky for us, there is a wonderful parts supplier here in town. It's literally a half an hour away. It's Team Blitz. And we called Norm up. We said, hey, we need a brake master cylinder, fuel pumps, brake hoses. And he's like, yeah, I have all that stuff. And we're like, awesome. So we drove a half hour. We went over there, picked them up, came back. All as well. So I'm going to pull this thing in, throw it up on the alignment rack, and we're going to do a little bit of work. Will she start? The mud daubers are taking effect on the throttle linkage. Throttle return spring's no good. That makes sense. Get this thing inside. Let's go someplace warmer. It's cold out here. I'm impressed though, it actually fired right up. That's pretty good. That's pretty good news. It's out of gas. Gotta put some fuel in her. Well, I gave her a splash of fuel. Let's see if it'll stay running now. Because it died up. Remember how I was talking about the fuel pump? Not trusting the fuel pump? Where's the fuel pump died? So I either ran it out of fuel or the fuel pump died. So I'm gonna check fuel pressure real quick. It's easy enough to change. It's 2 bolts and 2 hoses. I think I'm just gonna change it because it's not that hard to do. We're gonna do that. So I didn't have any fuel coming into my fuel pump, so I did run it out of fuel. I'm gonna put the new fuel pump on it anyway because this one's old and I don't trust it. And I'm going to put a fuel filter on it. Because that one's kind of restrictive. Luckily for me, Norm has these in stock and almost every other part you need for this car. Let's go ahead and bolt this guy in there. And then we'll put some new rubber on it. Put it back together and we'll see if we can get this thing to suck fuel. Oh, right on my return spring. In. That's actually better than I thought today was going to go. So hey, we got that going for us. I have a new brake master cylinder. We picked one up when we picked up our new fuel pump from Norm at Team Blitz. If you need parts for one of these cars and you're in the States or anywhere else, I think he ships worldwide. He has some amazing parts. You should check him out. There's my shameless plug for Norm and Team Blitz, because without them we probably wouldn't be able to do anything with this car. So big thanks to Norm. So I'm going to go ahead and put in a new brake master cylinder, and then we'll see what other brake parts we need, because it'll probably need calipers and wheel cylinders. But we're going to start with the stuff on top and work our way to the bottom. So I've got my new master cylinder. And I've got 3 new brake hoses. All the brake hoses are the same. There's one at each front brake caliper, and there's one in the back, and they're all the same, so that made that easy. I'm going to go ahead and take my old master cylinder off, because it's kind of leaky. Not too big of an ordeal. I'm lucky enough that it looks like my lines are all going to come loose. So I got that going for me. Hey, phone. Oh wait, we're closed today. Okay. Oh, I don't need the cap. It's broken anyway, so I wouldn't want it. Well, hopefully my brake booster will be okay. Hey look, it says Ford Motor Company on the car. It doesn't say Mercury. Interesting. These were branded Capri. They were sold at Mercury dealers in the States, and they were sold by Ford in Europe and the UK. Down under, whatnot. Pretty interesting little history on these things. Oh, that booster is full of fluid. That's not great. There's supposed to be an O-ring on the back of that master cylinder. I'm gonna suck all that brake fluid out of the booster. There is. There's supposed to be a big old O-ring back there. Well, that's good to know. I don't think I have any O-rings that big. I'm gonna suck the brake fluid out of that booster. Hopefully it hasn't already damaged it. I think I got lucky. It looks like 325 in my kit is a winner. I don't know what that relates to. That's an important O-ring to know about, because if you leave that out, your vacuum brakes are probably going to leak. That's a much larger cross section than I think I need, so I'm probably going to have to find the right O-ring for that spot, but for now we're just going to run it because it's what I have, and if it works we'll just leave it be. I need an air hose. At least that rubber diaphragm is well lubricated with brake fluid now. I don't think that's a good thing.
Whoa! It's on the alignment rack.
It even came here under its own power.
You drove it all the way around the building?
Yeah, with no brakes. But.
That's all right.
You find me some bearings for Mr. Bill? Hey, you got a stump the chump shirt. A1 Auto Parts. Very nice.
That's yours.
Oh, is that mine?
Yeah, I got one also.
Oh, nice.
So,
I'll wear it.
could not make this up.
The one he pulled was the same one, wasn't it?
Right part number, wrong part in the box.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Literally couldn't make this up. So ordered the race.
Yeah, it's not like I'm doing this to create drama. I just want to fix the car and get it out of my shop.
Yeah, he sent me a picture first thing this morning. He's like, well, it's a good thing I covered my butt because I ordered another one from somebody else. And he pulled it out of the box, and it definitely says 11 on it, not 10 on it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What a pain in the rump, dude.
There you go. They're not made in the United States, but they are made in Spain.
Oh, Spain or Japan, yeah.
So
Koyos are made in Japan. Nationals are made in Spain and I think Brazil or something. I don't know, but
these are made in Spain.
Nothing's made in the States anymore, so at least not like that.
That's it, man.
Some of the dumbest stuff I've ever heard.
Hopefully it fits.
Oh my god, what a pain. That's unbelievable, man.
Yeah, he ordered another one from another supplier.
He ordered two just to cover his butt. That's a good man right there, dude.
I told him, I was like, dude, this is exactly why having a parts supplier that you can trust is so unbelievably important.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I did drive all the way across the city to buy these parts from him.
Right.
But I also have wasted 4 friggin' hours getting the wrong parts.
Wrong parts.
So.
And down rack time.
Correct.
That's annoying. Well, let me. Why does that look so high? It's on the same way it was. It just looks too high. It looks like it's gonna hit the.
Hit the hood?
Hit the hood.
It does look like it's gonna hit the hood.
Maybe I need to turn it around. I mean, it's on the same way the other one was. This one has a different angle to the top. But if I put this back here, it's going to be at a weird angle.
Correct.
You won't be able to fill it. What were we just talking about? Having parts that fit? We'll figure that out.
Does the hood shut?
Probably not.
The good news is we have brakes. The bad news is we can't use the hood.
We're gonna have to run hoodless.
Oh, you couldn't make this stuff up.
Oh, what a pain in the... I'm so frustrated working on cars. Not a chance. So it'll fit with the old style cap, but not with that cap.
Okay.
You see if the old cap I have is cracked, but at least it'll let us know it'll work. I think I threw it in the trash because I said I don't need that anymore.
Never throw your parts away till you're done with the job.
Truer words have never been spoken.
An interesting little tidbit of knowledge that nobody will ever need to know.
Same with the O-ring.
For the one other person doing this?
The one other fella doing this. See, that one's cracked.
Either cleared or didn't.
Make room to make an extra hood bubble there. It's about as close as I like to get.
Yeah.
I could throw some clay in there and see what our actual clearance is, but I think that's all right.
Not much.
It lives! It moves! An average watcher of our channel would say, hey, what about that Mark II Capri parts car you guys picked up a couple months back up in Michigan? What about that thing? What about that thing, right? Surely it's got a brake master cylinder on it, and it's probably got a cap on it. Because Mark II's, some of them came with a level sensor on the top, and that's what you see on top of that cap. What we've discovered is the fact that both of the reservoirs are essentially the same between the Mark 1s and the Mark 2s. However, the Mark 2s actually have a taller fender and hood line, so it's about an inch lower inside that engine bay cavity. So what would clear this does not necessarily clear the Mark 1. Interestingly. But anyway, so the question is, what about that other reservoir cap, right? Well, would you believe it? That one's cracked too. So, poop. Now, as Rich mentioned, we do have a wonderful friend in the business, Norm, over at Team Blitz, who happens to stock essentially everything for those cars. So we are going to reach out to Norm to get us a new cap. We have tried Napa and everybody else, and that cap is apparently unobtainium, and it doesn't seem like anything else fits it. Wouldn't that be par for the course? So that's where we're gonna wrap her up today. Once we get the cap, we're gonna get the hoses on, and we can pressurize the system and start bleeding everything and see whether or not everything else works. So there you go, more Capri stuff. It's moving a little slower than we'd hoped, but that's how the things go around here. So anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed that. There's more to come, obviously. We've got a whole lot more coming, a whole lot more interesting stuff coming ahead. Thank you to everybody that's been here. Thank you very much for everybody who's helped us to get to 24,000 subscribers as of this morning. Huge thank you to all of you who've gotten us here. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. We're just a small town shop here in central Ohio trying to do big cool stuff. So We'll see you on the next one. There's more crazy stuff ahead. Take care.